Good morning and welcome to the talk, TYPO3 Marketing LTS. Let's talk strategies. MBL got it. Today I'm going to talk alone because Luisa got sick and can't be here today. So I'm trying to fill the gap, even if it's quite hard to do that. But I got a little get well soon card for, and I like everybody to write a sign it, but make a little sign because I think there will be a lot of signs. Somebody give that poor guy a pen. Let's start with a short retrospective. A long time ago, in a far, far away land, our marketing team wasn't that effective. We had very few full-time marketing stuff. Were not one team. The community team and the GmbH stuff wasn't really connected, and we had very limited capacity for proactive campaigning and strategic thinking and doing. So we had a lot of good ideas, but we had the limitation of who takes care of the things that we wanted to achieve. Now we are heading outside of our own bubble, going to events, etc. We got a lot of feedback like the ones stated here, what, TYPO3 is still alive? But step by step, we are now moving to a holistic and strategic, streamlined professional goals. And now you will hear some facts, some insights. I talk about the new founded strategy initiative stats, and I will try to give you a short introduction of the jobs to be done interviews that were held. And I will a bit follow up on the great track from yesterday about consistency and visibility and our most recently published sales survey enablements. So be humbled. We started with actively listening to what people had to say with our sales enablement survey. This survey took place last year, and in our latest marketing sprint in March, I think, we reviewed the answers and we used those insights for valuable slide text and published them in the last few days. Within the surveys, 34 participants took place, and we asked a lot of different questions. They were sales related and what are the most important topics to the salespeople. And if you hopefully listen carefully yesterday on the track, you'll know most of the things in detail. So I'll just give a short overview. Let's say you go to a pitch and have limited time for preparation and you want to promote TYPO3. So sounds familiar probably to one of you. Wouldn't it be great to have professional out-of-the-box slides? Yes. This is an example from one of the slide decks for a multi-language. You can see we have great icons and a laptop. Woo! And there are a lot of more. On the landing page that is live out now, we have 9 downloadable slide decks for PowerPoint, for Google Slides, and as PDF. You can use it out of the box, and you got a few seconds to scan that QR code, give it to your sales representative, and yeah, you can rearrange it, you can edit it. Okay, 2 more seconds. Yeah. Okay, you get the slides anyway after the show and click on the Live Now button to download it afterwards. Now we're heading to a topic that is also very important, the jobs to be done interviews. This jobs to be done interviews is a concept that tries to or aims to understand the actual reasons why customers buy specific products and not just about what they do, but why they do it. What do they want to achieve? what are their needs, what are the goals, and so you do these jobs to be done. And with the help of those interviews, we gathered a bigger picture, a greater understanding of the actual customer needs, and we incorporated those findings, and we will further incorporate this into the product strategy team and increase all the ideas for our system and other services. Last year, we interviewed 20 different people from different institutions and industries, and we got a lot of different feedback. And a lot of things that are pro TYPO3 are for others contra TYPO3. There are very few factful reasons, and the personal feelings and the experiences of those people were very important. And some loved the intuitive backend, while others stated that they hated it as counterintuitive. And this year, until the end of September, we are actively searching for participants and on an editor level. Last year, we more talked on a decision maker level, and we searching for participants. So please come to me after the talk, and if you have an idea for an editor that should be interviewed, this would be very helpful. That we got a lot of feedback, and these will also be funneled into the product strategy group. Now to a topic that I actually know a bit about, the stats initiative. About 3 years ago, I started to work inside the marketing team, and I asked for insights about the usage inside of TYPO3. So what features are used and stuff like that. And I got the answer that we have actually no insight, absolutely no insight, and no telemetric data. So I ran into the rabbit hole of telemetric data analytics and had a lot of discussions, a lot of great argumentations with different peoples, different stakeholders. And we finally set up the stats initiative this March, with Olli Harder, with Frank, with Rachel, and all those guys. We are sitting together and trying to make something that is helpful, but also is very delicate and respects the security and the performance of the TYPO3 backend. And very important is that we're not going to collect data just for the sake of it. We only collect data that are relevant to specific questions that were raised beforehand. So we don't collect any data just for saying, well, probably we need that in the future. No, we have created a short request sheet. With help of that request sheet, you can say, I want to know if we have increasing numbers of editors, let's say. And those questions will be reviewed, and we discuss that. And if we say, okay, stats might be able to answer this question, then we will publish those questions on talk.typo3.org to be fully transparent about what we are doing. And the questions will always be summarized or inside of these 5 topics. Yeah, we want to have a scope that is limited, and not every question will be answered, because there was so many feedback about all sorts of questions that could be arising, but we want to improve quality of decision making, for example. And for doing that, the core team might ask, is it worth to spend hours or days and whatever for this or that topic? Or the UX team might ask, is this user segment or this user segment using this or that? Or people come up with different theses like, people don't like this feature, we should get rid of it. And with help of the questions, we can then say yes or no, it is relevant. More details about the scope. We will, as the stats initiative, define guidelines on how to handle the data, how it is secured. I'm talking with data privacy experts and legal advisors. We estimate the additional and ongoing costs for the maintenance of all the services. We will implement a safe endpoint, and we will provide reasoning. And we will develop and maintain as an MVP an extension that we will give out in the first step to limited partners for testing and see if it is going well. And only after that we will enlarge the spread of the extension. And of course, I talk to the community as of today. If you want to join, there's an open Slack channel. It's called Stats, #Stats. You find it on the TYPO3 workspace. Come and join us if you'd like. We also have a GitHub that is still private because there will be a lot of discussions inside of that repository, and without any context, they might be misleading. So it is still private, also for some I don't know, it is sort of a working group, and they have decided that the initiatives are private. Should I finish? Okay. Yes. Here's a still in work sheet from Olli Harder, where we separated the aspects into the individual sphere and into the TYPO3 project sphere to get a better understanding of what are we doing and what is relevant for the end user's view. And for the end user's view, it's of course necessary data only that they want to provide. The privacy and anonymity is most relevant for the end user. We need to consider scalability. If we get a lot of data, we need to accept the lack of availability of some service that may just send. Sometimes we need to consider services they might be using. And we need to find a way to give agencies also limited access and make their own setup possible for their own customers to enable them to make their own reasoning for their customers. Yeah, you see some more aspects. There's so much going on. We are especially taking care about the non-blocking aspect. In 2022, there was another service that was blocking and was then put out of TYPO3, and we especially don't want that again. The next steps will include building the extension, setting up the endpoint. We need to define some sort of identifier or token to be sure that not spam is coming up or something else. We need verification and other crucial technical details that I can't even think of, but we have great technicians that take care of. I'm more taking care of the GDPR and legal advice, taking information from experts and doing this into this little project. But now move back to a less delicate topic, the consistency. The woman of our marketing team talked a lot of it yesterday. We want to keep the brand communication on a really high level, but also still having fun and staying, yes, let's say down to earth and have fun with it. And came up with the idea for the TYPO3 version 12 with our superheroes, T-Power, Sudden Death, and Returnia. And after the after the TYPO3 version 2, we thought, how could it go on with TYPO3 version 13? And we had a lot of fun coming up with ideas for the new storyline and the marketing sprint. You should definitely join. It's very fun. And especially with AI, you can do a lot of funny things. And I hope you know the theme for 13 version. Version 13? Can anyone tell what's the theme? If not, then we did a really bad job. Come on, what's the theme for this version? What is upstairs? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, after saving the world and go out surfing, we have those surf simulators on every event now. We get a lot of attention for that and get a really cute seal. And the surf camp also took place this year. And if you are interested in more details about this camp coming up next year's, go upstairs, try out the surf spot, and scan the QR code upstairs to get more details about that. And what are we also doing for consistent brand, and what we're doing with that consistent brand communication? We gather visibility. We got a lot of new old contacts that came up to events that we recently visited and stated that, hey, you're still alive, you're still there, cool. And this is a great way to reactivate those users that have been familiar with TYPO3 but long time ago and not thinking about using it nowadays. And there are a lot of events still out there that we don't know about. And as MBL said yesterday, we don't know about the things going on that we don't know about. So please, if you have any events in your mind that you think might be interesting for the TYPO3 to join or to participate at, come to us, tell us about it. We have the marketing channel also going on in the Slack, and anyway else, you can go to me, you can go to Luana and others to tell us, hey, there's an event going on in Switzerland or let's say France or anywhere else, and we will have a look at it. Yeah, see some impressions from the events we took place. We participated, and Luisa asked me to tell about the partnership program, but I don't know much about it. But the bold, smiling guy is sitting right back there, and he's the intern as long as Luisa isn't there for taking care about partnership questions. So get to him afterwards and get to know more information about the really successful partnership program going on now. Still, there are lots of events coming up this year, all the camps, but I want to have a short view on the DMX code that is especially relevant for the digital economy in Germany, where we will be at with the greatest booth, I think 100 square meters with partners. No, it's okay. I think that I can handle it still. Yes, and Smart Coffee Convention, we will be in October. We will also be with a big booth, and partners can join that booth and be part of it. And we will also be on the Beyond Tellerrand conference in Berlin. We partnered up with them. I think we are now gold partners. And this is especially very interesting. It's a large conference with a lot of developers coming there, and we hopefully get a lot of contacts that might be interested in joining the TYPO3, the TYPO3 project. And the last thing that I wanted to say is the conference with the final event this year, and my notes tell me tickets, tickets, tickets. So if you're not having any tickets yet, get some. And if you're taking a booth, there are still 2 or 3 slots left for a booth. Then you can take your own customers with you with free tickets, contingents, all of those questions beside booth and stuff like that. Also go to Daniel afterwards. And the award submission, that is especially relevant for you. You probably have great projects finished this or last year. We have 23 categories this year. And the award submission deadline is 6 weeks away. Really, it's time to finish for me. And now we are at the point where we laid the groundwork and we want to build on that. So we want to have more proactive work. We take community feedback, we make surveys, we make interviews and a lot more where we're proactively doing stuff for the community. But this is not possible without the many hours of the full-time employees. And I'm so happy that we are now having more and more people joining the GmbH for the marketing team. Most recently, Myrna took the step towards the GmbH, and we are so happy that she joined. and we improved the teamwork. The community team and the GmbH team are now one team. We don't talk about this or that team. We are one team, and this is very helpful now. Outlook for the future. Still, we want to have more people helping us. So if you want to contribute, please give us potential interview partners for the jobs to be done interviews. Come up to me afterwards. We need questions for the stats initiative. Anything that you think might be interesting to get stats about. And we want to have your feedback on the sales material that we recently published. Please review it, see if it's helpful for your sales, and we are happy to improve it further. And also join the Facebook groups, Insta like and bookmark, LinkedIn invite contacts, Twitter, leave Twitter and go to Mastodon and follow us there, and YouTube activate the bell, and TikTok I don't know and I don't care. Yes. And I'm requesting the Worst Talk Award for not bringing Luisa with me. And it's a very short talk because I have not all the insights that Luisa could provide you with. Please give kudos. You can get those cards, give a reason why Luisa is missing so much, and I will all put them together and give it to the post stop today. Thank you. Any questions? Yeah. Yep. On the typo3.com page. Oh no, the survey. The results of the survey. Sorry, we no the detailed reasoning that we take out of there. Will we publish them?
I don't know if it's good to publish. We would. Thank you. I don't know if it's right now, if it's clever to publish it the way it is, because it's not self-explanatory. We would need to work on it to be, I can give it to you via Slack. Just get in touch with me. I can do that, but it's not ready for publication. But you're not the first person asking for it. So I'm betting I have to work on the presentation to make it self-explanatory.
Our next marketing sprint will be at 27th and 28th of August, and we definitely will take care of that time. Any other questions regarding TYPO3 marketing? Nope. I'm fine with that. Okay, thanks a lot for your attention to this marketing talk, even if it's Dev Days, I know that. And hopefully you will enjoy the rest of your stay. Thanks for coming.